Good day. Today I'm going to switch up gears. I'm going to go over to the HO layout, and I thought I would give a little tour of the layout. I just kind of panned over on my introductory video, so I thought I'd give a little bit of a tour, give you a little backdrop of the HO layout. So with that, let's get to it. All right, so this is one of the roads that comes into the town of Birdbush. Comes around, goes through that tunnel. And up here is a road that goes up and winds up and goes up to McGill's grist mill. And you can see, hopefully, back there on the other side of that building is a water wheel, and that was one pain in the neck to put together. All that, you can't even see it, but there's a water trough, and you can see up there there's a little stream coming down from the mountains that feeds the water trough, and then it goes over that water wheel, and then there's a little bridge, and you can't really see it, but there's a little creek, and it runs down to this pond, which I never did like. I probably put 3 coats of stuff on it. I never liked it. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. All right, and then we come into McDonald's farm. He raises all kinds of cows, pigs, got horses, chickens. 2 of my grandchildren, they really liked this here. You can see the little chickens in there. Cows with the water trough. Old dilapidated car. Cows up on the hill there. I don't know if you can see it up there or not. Windmills got moving, pumping water into the pond down below. Got some geese in there. There's the pigs. And we have some horses in the corral. They're grazing also. And it looks like right down there, there's old McDonald and his wife sitting on the porch in a rocker chair, enjoying the day. Some geese flying around. Looks like a couple of piglets almost found a hole in the hog pen. They're doing the great escape. And then next McDonald's farm is Lap's Creamery, where they process all the milk. And next to Lap's is a state park. And in the park there, you can rent some cabins. And you got a nice little swimming hole. And also have some campsites for tenting. Another campsite, fishermen. Got some canoers. Some birds up on the old dead tree. And this is Clancy's Creek. I don't know if you can see down there. There's some guys fishing, looking, trying to get some trout, I guess. And there's old man Greeley sporting his swimwear. People in there, more people swimming. Right there is a covered bridge. All the kits I tried to find, I couldn't find anything that would fit or I was happy with, so it's not too close, not too far from us. There's a homing development, and there was a covered bridge, and they kept it. They refurbished it, and they kept it. And so I took some ideas off of that and just scratch built my own covered bridge. Oh, came out. It's all right. Some more campers. And then here, this is the first thing I started with. This is the corner I started. This was the large mountain. Which I wanted to have a waterfall. And wound up having 3. You can see the middle one there. Yeah, this was my first attempt. There's all the rock forms in there. I learned a lot from putting them in there, which is other places on here where I put the rock forms. Like I said, I learned a lot how to blend them in a little bit. I don't know if you can see if I get in there. Got some hikers up there on the mountain. Looking down at the waterfall. There should be some wildlife up in here somewhere. Yeah, there's a deer over there. There's another one. Spooked a buck. I don't know if you can see up there, there's a bear. Looks like he's trying to climb the tree. Try to have where water run down. So you had these little washouts, stone and so forth. Another fisherman. It's one thing I'm never pleased with is these rapids and stuff. I just couldn't. I just not happy with it. I couldn't get into that. Just didn't work out. And then when you come up to Kelly's Corner here, little luncheonette there. Get a burger, hot dog or something. Got a little dock here. Get gas, get some bait. And then next to that is Gallagher's Roadhouse, one of the local tappies. Got some guys out there playing horseshoes. And then across the street is Polar Ice Company. There's some of the pine trees I tried making. Came out all right. I want to try to make more and see if I can improve on it. But it kind of gives the effect. And then next to that is Kelly Green feed store. And over there, I know you can't see it, but there's a water there, a little pond. I had all ideas I was going to do with it, but after I started putting everything on there, you can hardly see it. I still wanted to get some kids or some people, like a couple people up on the bridge jumping in the water. I'll get around that sometime when I get enough people. And then we make the bend. Here's O'Hara's Diner. And then next to that, Murphy's Market. A hot dog stand out there. And there is Sullivan's Sinclair. He does a pretty good business. And then behind him is Sal Malnino, Wholesale Egg Company. Been around for a long time. And then coming over here is Town of Bird Bush's Volunteer Fire Company. And then all we have over here in the front foreground is McGurk's Coal Company. They're the ones that sell to residential houses and companies put coal in their heater. It kind of comes down here, down this road, comes across. All right, I'm going to have to stop because the battery's just about ready to conk out on me. So I'll have to charge up the battery. We'll be able to finish the rest of the tour. All right, that's going to be it for this video. The battery died down. I got to charge it. So right now I got the camera plugged in the house current. I can't walk that around. So we'll get the battery charged up, and then I'll do the second half. Give you a little break so you don't get so bored looking at my first time of doing an HO layout of anything inside. There's always a G-scaler, and that's a whole different ball game. It's nothing like something inside. It's all live. Plants, dirt, real rock, real water features. So this is a whole different ball game. So, all right, I will see you in a little bit.